brother, you must endure. We at the end. I want to give all the honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh Shemi Awashai, Bahashim Rabachakodash, the amongst of the elders at Great Millstone, talking this truth through the Spirit, singing honors to the elect. Peace and blessings be to all the saints of men, women, and children that do consist of the 1/3. Shalom, shalom. Remember, we're members of the body, and we're getting closer and closer to the end. I mean, it's even to the point, man, I'm feeling just ill, not knowing, you know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to be feeding the sheep every single day. This goddamn job, man. Got me working all these damn hours and shit. But forget my French. But I still can't give up. I can't give in. I can't make an excuse, and I won't let it be an excuse to not do the word, to push the word out, to still go out and preach. You know? And some brothers who be putting up videos, you know, don't stop feeding the sheep. You gotta understand, Yahweh Shai said, if you love me, feed my sheep. You gotta remember. It says that the words of a fool is heard in high regard. Matter of fact, it doesn't say that. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and get it. You gotta understand that what you possess is not what the world want to hear. Do you think they want to hear what Yahweh Shai had to say? The same countrymen that brought him up to the enemy are the same countrymen, starting with the elect, of course, that he died for, that nation that he died for. Did he cry 3 times to the Lord? The Heavenly Father, forgive me. To take the cup, the Lord answered. He had to endure that. And guess what? He endured that for you. So what, you going to take your hand from the plow, you going to put his name to an open shame? Nah, no. There's only 2 lanes. Salvation or condemnation. You already got the key. It's faith. They come with wisdom, the spirit of truth, which the world cannot receive. Think about this. You have the spirit of truth, which the world cannot receive. So with that being said, you have something that the world couldn't even understand, a possession. That should be an obsession. They blinded. You can see. You want to give that up for what? What's out here? You see, the prophecies are coming together. The prophecies are coming to pass. You see what's happening? What Dabu 7 had uploaded up. He uploaded over, the 100th food distribution center being shut down. Elder Pastor Hart uploaded a video where this Edomite was saying that someone over at this pilot truck station, they have no gas, no diesel. This other truck over here looking for diesel. He looking for diesel. He looking for diesel. There ain't no diesel. You know what that mean, right? Food shortage is coming. Supplies shortage coming. People going crazy over this Roe versus Wade, right? That goes to dissension amongst the people. No, what is it called? Sedition. Forgive me. The sedition amongst the people. They will not regard their princes nor their kings anymore. Their governors. This society is in shambles. It's crumbling right before your eyes. The Lord told us these things in the future. You're gonna wash yourself in the living waters and then go back in the mire and mud. This is why you should not stop. Ecclesiastes chapter 9. Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 15. Now there was found in it a poor wise man, and he by his wisdom delivered the city, yet no man remembered that same poor man. Then said I, wisdom is better than strength. Nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised, and his words are not heard. The words of wise men are heard in quiet more than the cry of him that ruleth amongst fools. So if you upload a video and you get 1 or 2 views, guess what view matters the most? Yahweh Shemi Shai watching everything that you doing. Like Paul said, not only in my presence, but also in my absence. Work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Your own salvation with fear and trembling. Sirach 33 and 17. Consider that I labor not for myself only, but for all them that seek learning. You have the wisdom, so you have to teach. So consider that you're not only doing it for your own salvation, but also to save those that might believe. Simply. Remember, there were 5,000 men that were added on to the ministry. What was it? The book of Acts, the second chapter. Well, remember, Yahushua only had 12 with him, so then 5,000 was added, and then they had 1,000 more added. What do you think the 144,000 come from? The 5,000 men did not have an epistle in the Bible, right? But guess what? Would you not be a part of those 5,000 men, right? Would not you be putting up your epistles? These virtual epistles. So the elders of Great Millstone was recording themselves out preaching with VHS camcorders before I was even conceived. Come on. So 2 Timothy 2:10. Therefore I endure all things for the elect's sakes. Yahweh shall endure all of that for our sakes. So how can we prove that we love him for giving his life for us to have a chance at salvation? If you love me, feed my sheep. 3 times. Second Timothy 2:10, finish it. Therefore I endure all things for the elect's sakes, that they may also obtain the salvation which is in Mashiach Yahushua with eternal glory. Brother, can't give up. Yahushua had to go through with it. Jonah had to go through with it. Jeremiah had to go through with it. Habakkuk, he did not know what Babylon was. He had to go through with it. He had to vehemently go through with it. And then he had to see them lions around Daniel when he gave him that food. Huh? Whoever resisted the Lord's will? Especially when it's his last will and testament. Man, y'all ain't listening. Therefore I endure all things for the elect's sakes, that they may also obtain the salvation which is in Mashiach Yahushua with eternal glory. So Romans 15, chapter 15, verse 1 through 4. We then that are strong ought to bear the infirmities of the weak and not to please ourselves. Remember what it says in 1 Corinthians, I think it's the 12th chapter. It said that the member that is the weakest amongst you is the one that needs the more attention. It's like the most feeble among us should be the strongest. Think about it. Some of the greatest athletes in the world. It's just something about that Achilles tendon. Once it tears, they're never the same. Only a few athletes in the history came back from an injury like that. I think it was Adrian Peterson, and I think he was the only running back to win the MVP in the NFL, if I'm not mistaken. But that Achilles, that small, the ligament or tendon, can take down an elephant, right? So just think about that when you think about a brother or sister out here who don't know or understand, but they really seeking some knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. You may go over top, you went over 2 months ago, 2 weeks ago, but guess what? Somebody probably didn't hear it. But if it's prophecy, that's what we're dealing with. You deal with prophecy. Bring it out. Exhort. Admonish. What you're doing, you invest. You taking a chance on yourself through your faith by investing, by feeding the sheep. Period. It's up to them if they want to eat. You just keep feeding them. Romans 15:2. Let every one of us please his neighbor for his good to edification. Like Paul said, let all things be unto edifying. Edifying go back to edifice, which is a structure. So what we doing? We building you up. Like y'all building me up. It's called synergy. Verse 3. For even Mashiach pleased not himself, but as it is written, the reproaches of them that reproached thee fell on me. Man. Come on. Isaiah the 53rd chapter. Verse 4. Whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience, which is suffering, and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. These words are supposed to comfort us. He said, I will not leave you comfortless. I will leave you with the comforter. Not only is it something that we can see that's tangible, we're reading, it's something that we can also feel because it's inside of us. Right? All through the spirit and power held by Shemal Shai. Now, I'm going to close out with this. Pay attention. This is Sirach. Sirach chapter 2. Salaki. Verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure. And make not haste in time of trouble. And it's not the time to run. You got faith, right? Let that be your shield. Alright? Cleave unto him and depart not away, brother. Alright? That thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Man, call lawyer like Yahweh Shemel Rashad. I'm going to close out with this right here. Verse 16. They that fear the Lord will seek that which is well, pleasing unto him. And they that love him shall be filled with the law. They that fear the Lord will prepare their hearts and humble their souls in his sight, saying, we will fall into the hands of the Lord and not into the hands of men. For as his majesty is, so is his mercy. So with that being said, I pray you was edified and fed. Stay in the spirit, don't fear it, just endure it. Ask for forgiveness, pray without ceasing, stay humble, remain diligent. Kunat Sha'Allah, Mafababal, Shalom, and peace and blessings also to all you sincere, you few sincere sisters out there. You know who you are. Shalom.